What up? It is time to vote. We got about a week left, actually, a week left. Next Tuesday, November 4th. You should have your ballots in. If you are mailing your ballot, however, they recommend that you have it mailed out at least by the Friday prior to voting day. So November 4th would be Tuesday. You want to have yours mailed by Friday, the 31st of October. Or you can just take it to a drop box. So in the state of Washington, this is what you should have. You should have a Washington State elections, general elections, November 4th ballot pamphlet. It says mailed out by October 17th. And on the local one says you should receive your ballot by the 20th. I have my ballot. I don't remember when I got it, but I have it in time. And also with your ballot, you have your ballot that you fill out. Get your return envelope, and you get this cute little information pamphlet that comes in there. Tells you when election day is, November 4th. Get you a little sticker that you can put on your chest. Wear it proudly. Tells you how you can return your ballot. Again, if you're mailing it, you want to have it mailed out by this Friday at the very least. Or Dropbox location. Also shows you where you can sign up for ballot alerts and track your ballot and see when it's been counted. This is for King County. And then it has a list of drop boxes closest to you, and a QR code. Also has contact information for you to contact the elections office if you have any questions. And for me, my elections office is right here. Now, on the back side of this, what it does have is some information about the general election. And it tells you you're going to receive 2 voters pamphlets, 1 and 2. Again, being 1 for the state, that would be your representative Senate. 1 for your local, so in King County, there's going to be your mayoral candidates, your county executives, board members, stuff like that. So in this nifty little information guide, it has a spot where I think is helpful is to access your ballot online. If you did not receive your ballot or you feel like you lost it or it was damaged, you can print your ballot out online. You can go to the library. Hopefully you have a friend that might let you use their internet connection. But that is an option. And again, you want to have that printed out, marked, and mailed by the 31st of October for safe measure. Also tells you where you want to have your signature matching what is on file. You can go to kingcounty.gov/election/signature to make sure your information is correct. And also something that might be important for you is who donates to your people. Who donates? Public Disclosure Commission, pdc.wa.gov will tell you who's donating to your people. Some of you might want to know that. So, in your voters pamphlet for the state gives you a lot of information. You get a message from the Secretary of State. You can also go to the Secretary of State's website, which I did not mention. It is sos.wa.gov/elections to get some of this information. Receive a pamphlet if you do not get it. Again, it has another section that tells you how you can track your ballot. Scan the QR code, and you can sign up for text messages. Also in this pamphlet, it tells you how you can register to vote and update your information or track your ballot status once again. Now, if you are going to register, you need to go in person because the deadline for registering online or by mail has passed. So if you're going to register online, it was yesterday, October 27th. So you have to now go in person to register by November 4th, 8 p.m. Election day is also November 4th. Keep in mind. Also in this pamphlet, it gives you information. Washington State Democrats. If you want to contact your Dems. Washington State Republican Party, if you want to contact them. Those are only 2 parties that are listed here. So if you're trying to get in contact with any other party, you're going to have to do some research. Again, Public Disclosure Commission, who donates to your campaigns. Also tells you again, remember, sign and date your ballot in the return envelope. Okay, now the return envelope has free postage, so you don't need a stamp. You just drop it in the mailbox. If you are visually impaired or hard of seeing, they have an option for you. You can do an audio voters pamphlet available at www.sos.wa.gov/elections once again, or you can call a number and they will send you a USB drive with the audio pamphlet on it. Or you can go to your local county elections office to receive assistance. Now again, there's more information that tells you. Registration deadline, October 27th. If you were going to do it online, that was yesterday. So now if you want to register, you have to go in person to your local registration office. Some other good information in here. There's also in the back of this pamphlet a list of your county elections offices. So you figure out what county you're in, Kitsap, King, Jefferson, and it gives you an address to your local elections office where you can go register the day of or up to the day of November 4th. This is important. If you are not going to vote in this election, which you should be, but you should absolutely plan to vote in the midterm elections. This is the local pamphlet here. Also offers a bunch of information for you. And again, tells you you're going to receive 2 pamphlets for this general election. Also tells you who can register. How can I register? You get some good information here. Visit a vote center. Absolutely go. If you haven't registered by now, go to your local voting center. Find a way to get there. Register. This is important. You want to vote either this election. Actually, you should be voting this one, but also you want to vote and make sure you're eligible and registered for that midterm. If you are wondering why voting is so important, if you would just consider what is currently going on, and if you don't mind, people being abducted off the streets, then maybe don't vote, sit this one out. But if you have a problem with that, you might want to go exercise your voice in a way. One of the easiest ways to exercise your voice is to vote. And this midterm is going to be a very important time to do that. So again, local, state for Washington. Get your return envelope, get your ballot, get your little privacy envelope, security envelope, whatever it calls it. But go vote. Do that. It's important. Exercise your rights. Some people have died for that. Some people have sacrificed so that we can have that right to do so. And again, if you are okay with what you see going on in America, then sit it out. But if you want to make a change, you want your voice to be heard. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to